Hey everyone, it's Jennie Garcia from earthyscrap.blogspot.com and Earthy Scrap on Facebook, and in this video I'm going to share with you a project life process video using the Dream On collection from Pinkfresh Studio, which is the feature collection for the month of April in the April Lilli shop. And here are a few extras that I got from my stash, just some washi, and these are the resins, actually the rubber chips, and puffy stickers from the collection, washi stickers. Here's the back with all of the designs, the chipboard stickers. In my opinion, this pack has a lot of die cut, cardstock die cuts. And this is the scripty puffy alpha that comes with the collection. And there I already picked the cards from the papers that I had left, and I'm gonna be using this stamp set from Lilli Studio, and it's all about reading and books. And this is a book that I was reading that week, and I thought that I was gonna stamp in black, but then I thought I needed a little bit of color, so I stamped in green. And the first time I stamped, I had it was like a little muddy from the black, even though I cleaned it with the chamois from Lawn Fawn. But I actually like how the muddy one look. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of washi and a staple. Oh, and a little puffy arrow. That's it. And in here I'm gonna write the book review, and I saw this idea of putting the card like this from someone in Instagram, and it was, I think it's Scrapper Sue. I don't know, it was one of the feature Lilli Studio feature a few people that have posted projects or little stuff using their products, and I saw this card and I thought it was really cool, so I took her idea and stamped it on a piece of pattern paper that you can still see if you write on it. And I added a little green star to mark the 10 at the bottom. And also this book review kind of filler fits perfect in there, so I used the green to fill it up. And there it is, super easy. And I love this stamp set, it's one of my favorite. Oh, and I added a little star with a staple. And this is just a filler card. I'm gonna take one of these little squares from that paper and just layer it a little bit with the washi stickers. And it's just a little pop of color. It's not gonna be nothing too big. You can barely see it on the video. And I staple a lot in this spread. I don't know, I'm liking that lately. Just a little few puffy stickers, and I kept it really simple because I like that pattern. And here I'm just gonna stamp using the same Lilli Studio stamp, and I use that eraser trick from Kelly Perky. When a stamp is new, you use an eraser over the surface to break it in so it stamps better. And then I have puffy heart from that puffy stickers sheet. And this is my title card, and today's the day and the cloud are stuff from my stash. I think the today's the day is from my mind's eye, and the cloud is from Fancy Pants. I just looked for a few things in the green, orange, and I think yellow drawer that I could use in this spread. I'm not gonna be using too many things out of the kit, but just a few things. And to stamp with the clear stamps on photos, and in the card that I made with the book review, I use Stay-On, but to stamp dates I use the Memento ink because it's a little cleaner. The reason I'm not using it for other stuff is because it's not juicy enough, but in the case of roller stamps, it just works better. And to glue that rubber, yes, rubber chip from the kit, I used the Jumbo Extreme Permanent Adhesive, which is the perfect one for rubber, for resin, for wood veneers. And in the last spread I made, I got a little lazy and just used the Monoplus, which is the one I'm using for the die cuts. But after I was done filming and was slipping things in the pocket, a few of them fell, so I went back with the Extreme and made sure they stay down. And I really like that scripty font. And since they don't have numbers, I just wrote it with letters. And 6 is a short board, so didn't take that much space. And I wanted something to separate both dates, so I used that washi. And I also was gonna use one of these little alpha stickers from Simple Stories, but it's a little bit big, didn't look well, so I'm just gonna add a little arrow and hope that works. Now I'm looking for a die cut that will go well under that wick, so the wick is not just floating around. I'm just gonna do the flower and a little puffy heart. This collection has really cool patterns that you don't have to embellish the cards that much, because the patterns are so cool that you want to see at least a little bit of them. And that little square I cut out from one of the sheets, can't remember the name of the sheet, but there are 2 sheets. One of them has perfect squares and you cut them out, and the other ones is like patterns with a bunch of little squares and paints, and they're not perfect squares, so that's the one I used to cut out this little like flowers, because I wanted to document paint night, so I thought that looked a little bit like a painting. And I'm gonna add enamel dots to some of the circles that are in this little image. And that little bow is from the chipboard. Oh my god, why do I keep saying chipboard? From the die cut set. It has a few bows and a few elements, and like I said, I think it has a bunch of die cuts. And now I'm just trying to add something at the bottom, and I wanted to add that this says work of art, and with art highlighted, but you couldn't see it too well in the card, so I put it in a photo and just stuck the one that says be brilliant. And this is how that filler card looks like. And here I'm just gonna add a little something to that photo where I add the work of art washi sticker. I'm just gonna add that little speech bubble that says all the feelings with more staples. And this is the paint night card. I struggle a little bit with this one, but I like how it came out. And I actually used the D and turned it over because I found it more interesting than the actual P. So you can do that if you either ran out of one letter, or just if you like it the other one better, just use it. And I wanted to put it in something instead of just letting it flow in that card. So I cut out 3 of those squares from the paper. Oh my god, I don't know the name. But if you go to the blog post, I'm gonna put the link below in the April Lilli blog. You're gonna see which ones I'm talking about, and you can get it for 20% off during the month of April. But I wanted to look like little paintings almost, so that's what I layered them. And my plan was to use white paint with the scripty font and night in a blue one that I had, and that's what I hid the blue as much as I did. But then I changed my mind, and I actually wish that I moved that blue in the middle, because I wrote night in an orange, and it would pop really well with the blue as a background. But I know, I think it was the font that didn't mix well with the paint one. And I thought this one, which is super old, I thought it went better. And I think this style is called Iguana. And I like how it look all layered on top of the little squares. And I'm gonna add this washi sticker that says today will be incredibly golden, and then that Lilli Studio date stamp at the corner to document the date where this activity was. And I removed the N so I didn't have trouble stamping that square, but I'm gonna put it once everything's stamped in there. I wanted to stamp in color, but the green didn't pop off the page enough, so I just stamp over it with black, and it looks a lot better. And it actually could use a little bit of black since it has black on the top and the middle, and a little bit on the bottom was good enough. And I really love this stamp set. At first I was like lazy, like, oh, I wish I just got the roller, but I like the box, and I don't know, the fact that I could stamp things in different colors. And more stapling. And that little speech bubble says love lives here. And then I went to add on this day, which is also from the date stamp from Lilli Studio also. Here I'm just gonna add this washi that says pretty smart, pretty cool, pretty kind, something like that. And I'm just gonna add numbers to these photos so I can document about the week. And I took a screenshot of the weather because one day it was 60 degrees and like the next day or 2 days later it was snowing, which was really weird. I mean, it didn't snow a lot, but still, it's weird. And this is how I write it on my typewriter. My typewriter played nice this week. And I'm just gonna add a little washi at the bottom with those pretty flowers. And here I'm just gonna do a quick card to write a little bit about Paint 9. And that, I love that camera die cut. I've been dying to use that camera since I got it. And a few stickers from Carpe Diem. And a little washi because I can't help myself with the washi. And this is how it all ended up looking. I didn't embellish the photos as much as I normally do, but it was a pretty busy week, you know, photo wise, and they had lots of colors and things, so I didn't want to go crazy. And this collection also has a lot of colors, so if you mix the color from the photos plus more elements, it would have been like way too crazy. And these are a few ideas that you can put if your project life is boring that week. You can put screenshots of the weather, book reviews, projects you're working on, quotes you find on Instagram. That's actually mine. I wrote it. You can see it in my Instagram at JennieGarciaN. But everything that you may find, or you can just turn that week into a one-side spread. So I hope you find this video helpful. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. And if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe. And remember that you can get this collection during the month of April at the April Lilli shop at 20% off. If you want to follow me around social media, my blog is earthyscrap.blogspot.com. I'm Earthy Scrap on Facebook, and JennieGarciaN in Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and Periscope. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you for the comments that you guys left, for being subscribers. That really means the world to me. I'm so happy that you like them, and your comments sometimes make my day. You guys are awesome. So have an awesome day. Thank you. Bye.